Hi all and welcome back to your channel. So today I am back at Goodison Park. The reason being is I've done a couple of videos on why Everton have to leave Goodison Park, and they've been bringing up their own set of questions, if you like. So I've been getting loads of comments, especially in the very first one I've done. That was that's had 95,000 views now, the first one, and I'm still getting loads of comments in it. So I'm just going to do a quick video. I'm probably going to do this a weekly one now, as well as Bramley Moor, because it does bring up its own talking points. So what I did find online is a very good photograph of what I've been trying to show on the drone footage, but what I can't show on the drone footage is exactly how congested the area is. I can scan round and show you the streets like this, and it does show it's quite congested, but if I show you this photograph now, which on screen now, look how congested that is. You know, that's a very high shot. It's obviously taken from a helicopter, because you can get the drone that high, but you're not allowed to put the drone that high. It's above the ceiling of what it's supposed to be. So that must be a helicopter shot. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some footage of the grounds and address some of the comments that's been coming in on the channel. Obviously I'm not going to do them all because it'd be here for hours. There's been that many comments, but I'll get through a few, and then I'll get through a few more in the coming weeks. Okay. So start flying around the stadium. Let's get a little bit of height. Obviously the World Cup's on, so there's not a lot going on football wise at Goodison Park. But one of the first comments I'll come to is, so said it's amazing how all the clubs were in the middle of housing estates, and you know this going back up well over 100 years now. So probably the reason for that being is it was a working man's game then, so it was in working class areas, the football grounds. Bring the exposure down because that looks a bit high. Plus it's a low sun as well. Yeah, so it was a working man's game, and you know, so putting the grounds in working class areas made sense. You know, they could walk out the front doors, go to the match. And back in the day, the likes of Dixie Dean, he used to get the bus to the game with the fans. So it's very much a game for the people then, which you know yourself, it isn't now. Yeah, so it's probably to get the punters through the turnstiles, if you like, whereas now they travel from all over the world to attend these games. Just the popularity of it. Someone said be good if we can get some video of the interior. And you know what, I'm going to ask Everton if we can get inside and not as much the video, but I'll get in and record what I'm doing. But I just want to get some good photographs before the ground comes down. So I'm going to contact Everton and see if that's possible for me to do. Someone else said, what will happen to the souvenir shop, which is just there? I don't know. Will they keep it? It's just a good few years old now. Well, I can remember that souvenir shop when Everton won the FA Cup in '95, and it was just a frame of the shop. Because I remember when the cup got brought home, all the fans are standing inside the work site, if you like, climbing up on the steel work. And I remember one lad got right to the top and he fell. He wasn't certain, but he had to go to hospital. He was in a little bit of a bad way. Someone else has also said, and I think I've covered this myself, that Everton's record attendance was 78,000 I think 72,299 to be exact, and that was a derby against Liverpool, obviously, not Samuel. Yeah, if anyone's got any stats that they want me to that I might not know of, as I'm quite good on my football list, you know, Liverpool, Everton, and football in general. But if anyone's got any stats about Everton, you know, that they want to chip in with, that I might not know about, let me know. Now, in my last video when I was going on about what's going to become of the grounds, and there's all plans out of what it's going to be, you know, I think it's a shame to get rid of this whole building. I think it could be a museum piece, easily a museum piece. And a lot of people have said, make it the women's football grounds, move it away from Watton Park. Now, women's football is getting bigger and bigger now. They're going to need bigger stadiums. Now, is knocking it down and make it into a women's football ground, a smaller ground, an option. But I'd want to keep the whole stadium myself. Must be some kind of funding they'd be able to get to keep this maintained at the ground that it is, because it is a gem of a ground. Now, the thing I like about this ground is, down here on Gladys Street, on match days, when you walk past and look through the turnstiles, you can see the pitch, and I find that exciting as a fan. You know, the anticipation of getting in, and you know, you can see the pitch from where you're going in with your ticket. You don't get that in football grounds anymore. You especially don't get it at Liverpool. As most people know, I'm a Liverpool fan. And you've got to go upstairs and then down gangways and then up a little gantry into the ground itself, and then you see the pitch. The only part where you can see the pitch at Liverpool now is the corners of the Kop. You know, when the gates open to let people out in the last 15 minutes. If you look through that gate, you can see the corner of the pitch, and you see the players running past, and again, that's exciting to see. So you can see the pitch from the turnstiles. It's just, I don't know, it's just that little bit of excitement. Like I can remember it as a kid. Someone said, what's the blue rectangular buildings at the park? I think he means these at the park end side. Now, people say it was to block out Liverpool's main stand when it got built, but it's not. It's disabled access. It's as simple as that. I think it was just a coincidence that when Liverpool's main stand went up and you could see the main stand from inside Everton's grounds, that these went up not long after. It's just coincidence. Yeah, it's disabled access, that's all that is. Someone's asked if we have any plans to video the demolition of the grounds. If that's what it comes to and the ground does get demolished, then I will be filming it, yeah. I'll be getting I'm documenting as much footage of Goodison Park as I can, because there's really not a lot of time left now at this ground. I think, right, there's a minimum, and if you count it up, there's a minimum of 31 games left at Goodison Park. It might sound like a lot, but that's going to go fast. That's going to go by really fast. By the end of the season, that's 12 more games this season, and then 19 next season. That's a minimum. Now, barring cup runs, we get thrown our home or away in a cup, you know, you might get a few more, but there's not a lot of games left. As I say, a season and a half left now. There's an Aston Villa fan who asked if there's any plans to name any of the stands at Bramley Moor. I don't know that, so if any Evertonians know, or you'd like to see any stands named after someone, let me know in the comments. Just trying to get as much footage, different angles as I can here. Someone said that the Bullens Road is a fire hazard as it's made of wood. You know what? And then additionally they put, remember Bradford. Yeah, I get that, but you're going to miss these type of stands when they're gone. Let me just turn round here. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I'll get another shot at the souvenir shop, just in case that is coming down at some point. Yeah, it might be, you know, old and it's uncomfortable and it's not great viewing, but you're going to miss these when they're gone. You know, you really are. Like, I missed the Kop. Stood in it as a kid, and I wish I could stand in it now. As uncomfortable as it was as a kid, you know, I used to get in there, find my position right in the middle of the Kop, halfway up, right behind the goal, just above the crossbar. And I think, right, I'm set now. Then when it fills up, I was pushed off to the side somewhere, you know, I was over by the Kemlin Road somewhere, up against the wall, because everyone else would come in and just shove me out the way. But I miss it. And everyone's going to be saying when, you know, these stands are gone. Someone's put, good video for the Reds. Thanks. Shall I take that as a comment? A compliment? No, I do appreciate all the comments, good or bad. I'm trying my best. And the last one is, yeah, no, that was it. Just looking through the turnstiles again, you know. That was something that got me excited as a kid. And even as an adult, when I do my match day photography ones at Goodison Park, I'm looking through and I can see the pitch. I'm thinking, it'd be great just to go in now and watch the match. Just letting someone walk past. Yeah, because down here is some sort of little souvenir shop as well, in it, on the corner. Yeah, so I'm going to leave this here, guys. I've rambled on quite a bit. I say that's only what 1/10 of the messages that I've had. You know, I've had loads and loads of comments. That's just a few handpicks. So if you've got anything to add, let me know. And yeah, I'll leave this here, and I will do another one next week. So anything you want to know, anything you want to add, anything that you think I should be talking about, let me know. I'll speak to you all soon. Look after yourselves.